Hello everybody, this is Mario of Shiri. I don't know if you've seen this one. It's a good movie. It stars Suk Kyu, Choi Min Suk, Kim Yunjin, I'm trying to remember. Song Kang Ho, and Paka. I don't know, some people are like, did he just curse? Oh no, this movie was good. Spoilers if you haven't seen it, came out in 1999. Or if you watch Go Back Couple. Yeah, if you watch Go Back Couple and watch the part where they went to the movies, spoiler, I'm doing a spoiler of that one from the drama. Oh lord. So Choi Ban Do was like, okay, there's a helicopter coming around. But he's crying and crying, and it's hilarious because he was watching it so many times and he was crying. And then I watched the movie, I'm like, so yeah, so the movie starts out with the crazy ass scene. It's a training scene. It's from Paka, from up there. So it's a lot of shoom boom. Okay, I shouldn't have done that, but the thing is, a lot of things right there. I was like, oh yeah, so we see a lot of coming. We're seeing how they're training their unit of North Korea, and then I'm like, oh my god. So I remember there was this one, I forgot, it was a show. My friend was on it, Parker Young, and they were like, Bradley Cooper! They were using live people in this movie. I was like, oh my, well, you know what I mean. I'm talking about, like, everything is like, no people or any parts of living or were harmed during the making of this movie. Except for the Coca-Cola fan. Well, there was a soda vending machine. Because, you know how, like in K-dramas, they have, like, product placements, like, you know, like Subway. If you've seen them in a lot of dramas, you've seen it at Papa John's, too. It was the same thing, but the thing is, they blew that vending machine to Kingdom Come. Well, they shot it up. They have people that are tied up. I guess they were trying to defect or they were trying to escape, and they're killing them. I'm like, wow, they're killing them. And then they have crazy ass training, and then they have this there's a woman that comes out of the training named He. She's an assassin, and that's how we have these two agents from you know, like kind of like the CIA, one of those government agencies, top secret. It's Jong and Jang Gil. I think Jang Gil. They're both looking for He, because they know she's a pro. But she killed somebody that we're trying to get information about the whole thing about North Korea. And the whole time they were doing it, they're like, reunification. Reunification. I was like, okay. So, they're finally tracking her, and then she disappears. They're like, what? Yep. And they're like, what's going on? And then there was like a shootout, it was cool. And then now we get introduced to, because this, at first I'm like, why are they like showing this couple, like, okay, he has a normal life, and then we find out he never told his fiance that he's a secret agent. She's a Hyun. And I'm like, okay, I'm like, she doesn't know, like, she owns a fish shop, and I'm like, alright, that's cool. And he's like, hey man, if you're gonna marry her, you need to tell her about your life. And he's like, in due time, I will. But in the training, we also see, like, Choi Min Suk, his character, I keep forgetting, I just call him Sergeant. We see him there, yeah, and the next thing you know, we have everyone in the port. They're like, for the reunification! They're like, and they're all doing that, and I'm like, oh crap, and then, okay, we know they're going to get a weapon. They're trying to get a weapon now. So yeah, they're going there, and the next thing you know, they're finding out who's giving them this intelligence. So they find out the person, and guess what? It was a researcher. He dies at his job. And everyone, I'm like, he, because there was a woman around there, and like, yeah, like, maybe it's her. So now, their team is there. They have guns, they're loaded. Yeah, the North Korean team, they're there. Yeah, and this is where his character, I call him Sergeant, they're there, they're pretending to protect, it's called a CTX? Yeah, they're protecting this weapon, and then they find out what happens later, because the thing is, they actually took it, and then, while this is happening, this is all in fast time, Jongwon and Jang, they're coming, and it was too late. They already took the weapon, and then they find out what the weapon can do. It could cause a big ass explosion, and they're like, oh shoot. Like, they got very technical explaining it. The scientist, he's like, yeah, when the red ball gets hot, when you feel a lot of heat, that's where it comes. Like, okay, kind of like one of those, if you watch Die Hard 3, I guess. And I was like, whoa, it is getting crazy. So I'm like, alright. And then next, the sergeant calls him. He's like, oh, Orimaida. He's like, he's talking to him like he's his friend. And then he tells him it's going to be somewhere. He tells him where the bomb's going to be, and you better look for it. And then he's like, oh, if anything, he said something, he mentioned about Hyun, her fish shop. And I'm like, ooh, it sounded like a threat. And I'm like, yeah, right there. I'm like, ooh, because he was pissed. So next thing you know, he's going crazy. He's like, oh, right, she's fine. He goes to the place, and then it's a shopping center. It's a mall. Like, it didn't fully destroy, but it did go up in flames. And I'm like, wow, these sick bastards. Yeah, they weren't playing. They were showing the, you know, what they can do. Next thing you know, they're going into the World Cup Stadium. So they finally found, they know who's doing it. Of course, they know it's him. Next thing you know, he thinks, Jungwon, he thinks someone's a rat. Like, someone's infiltrating all this stuff and giving it to them. So he's asking someone for help. And then guess what? Who's outside? It's he. He is right there looking at him in the scope. Shot. Nope. His friend got up and saved his life. I was like, oh, shoot. And he was right there and they were shooting. And the next thing you know, the regiment and his people, like his whole team, they're somewhere. The thing is, they're stranded. They caught him right there and they're shooting. They're having a big ass shootout. I was like, oh my god. It was crazy. They're shooting at some place. Next thing you know, they're shooting on the street. One of them gets hit. And then there's this vending machine. You can see that's clear as daylight. It was product placement. They lit it up. It was no more to be seen. And the next thing you know, they're shooting in a kitchen. I'm like, yeah, it's too hot in here. So it's actually getting cool. Like, they're shooting it up and lighting up. And then finally, you see she's in the mix. And then it's a standoff. And then something happened. I forgot. Oh, they jumped. Like, well, the thing is, there was a standoff. A sergeant and a Jungwon. He threw him down and boom, they got there. And the thing is, she shot. But now they're like different places because the sergeant somewhere else. He got on the train. Jungwon is following. He does follow her, and then he sees the fish shop. He's like, that's his fiance's fish shop. So he's going in and goes, and then he's being all quiet and stealth, and he's like, he goes to the restroom. I'm like, oh shoot. No, because they showed this place before. I'm like, oh my god. He looks at, he's like, oh, he is shocked. And right there I'm like, Unity! His fiance is he. And then we find out a whole different thing, that there's this girl that looks exactly like he used to. Because now we find out what happened. She went to Japan and had a face, plastic surgery. But right there we're like, oh shit, right. I'm like, oh crap. He knows that his fiance is he. That's why he was walking. I was like, oh my god, I need to lie down. And then the sergeant comes in. He's like, you have to kill him. You get rid of him. I tried. I couldn't. Then she tries to kill herself. And he's like, you gotta do it with your unification. Do it. And I remember before this, they went to the World Cup Stadium. They put the TXS in there. Everything's getting planned because they have to turn on the lights. They go down. Finally, it's going in motion. They go to the World Cup Stadium. Yeah, she's there too, because the thing is, if anything goes up, she's going to have to take out people with her sniper rifle, like the president or something like that. So they get there and I'm like, yeah, it's the final battle. So they put the hot lamps. He's like, why do you have the lamps on? Come on, it's a day game. And they call him like, everything's okay? Like, yeah, everything's fine. No, because they took it over, the control room. So, yeah, it was crazy. But what happened was, I'll tell you how he knew it was going to be at the World Cup Stadium, Jungwon. Because what happened was, after he found out, Jung-gil, his friend, goes to Hyun, a.k.a. fish shop. He's like, I always wonder how they knew about us. He already knows that she's he. And the thing is, there wasn't no rat. There was a bug in one of the fishes. Because what happened was, how it all happened, like, he had one of the fishes, and then everyone had a fish tank. And it's crazy, like, wow. So that's how he found out. And the next thing you know, the sergeant's there. The place is getting lit up. He's shooting, and the thing is, he gets killed. Well, before he was done, he's like, he shows the World Cup ticket, and that's how he knew it was going to be at the soccer game. So yeah, next thing you know, he gets down there. They're fighting the power. He only has a couple minutes before the the CTX goes boom. And I'm like, shoot, it was crazy, the fight. You got watch this movie. This movie was good, alright? I know some people are like, oh, this is so cheesy for 1999. I was like, for me, it went by really quick. I actually liked it. I liked this movie a lot. And then I get why people were crying. I'll get to that. I'm going to spoil that. Spoiler, spoiler, spoiler. So what happened was, it doesn't go to plan. He stops it. No one dies. Next thing you know, he's shooting. Pew, pew. She doesn't get the president. Next thing you know, she's running. And then next, it's the standoff between the lovers. Oh, crap. Yep. His fiance was going to be. And right there, she finds right there. And then she sees the limo leaving. She shoots at it. She misses. He kills her. And you can see it right there. And I'm like, I don't know if she's smiling. And I'm like, he loved her. She loved him. We all know that because the thing is, she was, even though she was going to kill him, she was about to kill herself. She wanted to, but it was crazy. And then we find out more stuff where I'm like, now I know why people cried in the theaters back in the 1999 it came out. They're briefing him, like, to find out, like, if he was, like, in on it. I'm like, he just killed the one he loved, assholes. Talking about, eek. And then we find out about the fishes. What happened was, I don't know if she planted it like that. He had one because she gave it to him. And the next, everyone was like, oh, it looks cute. Okay, we'll take some. And the whole office had some. And that's how she got the bug inside their offices. And then they're like, you didn't know she was pregnant? What? Pregnant? I already told, like, if I found out, if I was like I don't know, some people are like, you can't be trusted. I'm like, alright, if the woman I love is on the other side, I'm taking her out of that damn country. Okay, I don't care. If we could live in Mars, I'm taking her out. Alright, we're going to Mars. Alright, you could be like, oh yeah. I'm like, no, that's the woman that's bearing my child. Alright, I'm going somewhere. I'm going to Neptune. Alright, that me and her could live quietly forever. I was like, but he didn't know. He never knew. And I was like, shh. So they're debriefing him, and I'm like, oh, this guy sounds like a douche. I'm like, I guess they just want him to answer questions, whatever. The messed up part, that was like, whew, she left him a message on his answering machine telling him, don't go. Re-confessing her love, telling him, I love you, I wanted to be with you. Everything wasn't fake. I really did love you. And please don't go, I want someone else. Because they went to some place where I think that was her sister, or maybe they looked like her way before, you know, right there. And she's like, only went to Ilbong, and she's listening to some song, and I'm like, whew. And right here I was like, there ain't gonna be no part 2, no sequel. Like, it's one of those movies. But yeah, that's all I can say about this movie. It was good. I liked it. I very enjoyed it much. And the thing is, in this movie, you'll notice a lot of actors because of, like, now they're in every Korean movie you've ever seen. You're like, oh wait, I know him. Oh yeah, he was on Battleship Island. He was on Old Boy. Yeah, you'll see so many actors and actresses. It was good. Alright, please come and subscribe and take care.